Colorism from Baby and Yo Gotti in 2021. Girl, it's just more of the same. Y'all already know what time it is. I got the black V-neck on. What's going on? Welcome to another Kingeries video. What is the tea? I miss you all. It's been a long, week and a half. I think I've been off of social media for like, 2 weeks? 2 weeks. Girl, so much stuff to talk about. So many things have happened. But if you're a member of the King's Guard and support me on Patreon, girl, you already got access to that tea already. So you should be subscribing because we got a lot of content that's coming out this month on Patreon. Also a lot of content that's going on YouTube too, but exclusive content will be on Patreon. So y'all check that out. Go ahead and subscribe. There's a link below. Check it out. So a lot has been happening since I've not been on YouTube, girl. A lot with me, a lot with other stuff. Mariah Carey seemingly has left Roc Nation, girl. It's a rumor, we don't know, but B. Scott is reporting. And I think that, B. Scott is kind of cool with, Mariah Carey, so I don't see what's going on. Like, girl, it's a mess. But neither camp has confirmed the story or whatever's going on with that. We also got the Logan Paul versus Mayweather fight happening this evening, girl. I don't even know how to feel about that, child. It's a mess. It's a mess. And then my good sister Monique, dear auntie, our favorite auntie. I gotta talk to her, but it won't be in this video, it'll be in another standalone video. I gotta talk to my girl Monique, because Monique out here talking crazy. But yes, a lot of things we're gonna talk about. It's probably gonna be 2 Kingeries videos, so stay tuned. I miss y'all. We got some content to get out. But before we get into all that, y'all already know what time it is. We got to go ahead and do that mental health check-in. Let me tell y'all, the last 2 weeks have been complete chaos for me. I don't know if y'all been knowing, girl, I don't know if you've been paying attention. I've been off of social media for about 2 or 3 weeks. It has really improved my mental health. I'm just like, woo, I don't know how to react when I get back to Twitter and to Instagram and all these things. I'm like, ooh, I don't have to deal with this stuff. I don't have to see these ignorant comments. I don't have to see these things. I'm just like, oh my gosh. But also I had a lot going on personally with me. I talked about those things on Patreon. That's where I feel comfortable sharing my stories and stuff at. And people appreciate that type of content over there, so yeah. But I will say that I'm in a way better space on a scale from 1 to 10. Justin is 10.5, period. I'm just feeling I'm doing all the things. A lot of surprises this month I got for y'all, girl. And while we talking about some surprises, let me go ahead and get into today's period. Your boy is doing some things. We is moving on, and I cannot wait till y'all see what I am working on, girl. It's giving, can you stay up all night? It's giving all of those things. Shout out to my guy. What is his name? Cash? I can't think of his name. Girl, you who was talking about some Justin, what's going on? What's going on with the videos? Child, you ain't even helping me do the work over here, but talking about some where the video is at. But the content is here, so let's go ahead and talk about it, girl. Let's go ahead and get into the tea for today. So, girl, let's go ahead and talk about this colorism with this Baby and Yo Gotti situation. Yo Gotti and Baby dropped a video for Drop. And this giving a wild pool party type of thing. A reject version of Nicki Minaj's and Megan Thee Stallion's video, and it's giving light skin central. Baby, when I tell you all these women in here are light, I can't really even find, it is girl giving, it's giving where's Waldo while looking for a black woman. Baby, it's a bunch of non-black women in this video. A bunch of non-black women. And then, the ones that are in here, they only in here for a second. It's just, Yo Gotti, let me talk, you from Memphis, Tennessee. Girl, dark-skinned women, black women were supporting you in Memphis. Dark-skinned black women were supporting you while you was in Memphis. Girl, wasn't you folks interested in your big head chameleon looking ass while you were in before all this? Girl, get it together. But the Baby, not really surprised. He was in a relationship with that girl who was given the queen of light skins. So I'm not really surprised that the Baby was like, okay, how in 2021, y'all are in here seeing this stuff and letting it green light. Y'all are just like, okay, girl, this don't look right. Let's work on this. It's not making any sense to me. But this is Yo Gotti, this is the Baby. Both of them. A lot of, we talked about in my previous video, where we were talking about Nick Cannon. This is where this comes in, because there are black dark-skinned video models who need to pay their bills, who want to do the work, and they are not getting no work because men like these folks are not hiring them. It's not like they're sleeping with them or whatever. It's just they can't even get a booking because these men don't see them attractive, so they're not going to get booked. that's what we're talking about. It's not about being in a relationship and with a colorist. It's about these folks having this ideology that is anti-blackness and how it affects black women. And you got stuff like this. It's just ridiculous, not surprising. Won't be listening to the song. Matter of fact, I watched the video on mute because I'm just not interested in seeing it. But none of that even surprised me, girl. It's 2021, and y'all still serving colorism cold with a side of dried up broccoli. This your favorite dish? Hate to see it. So while we talking about anti-blackness, girl, let's talk about these Klarna payments. Girl, the girls were dragging when they find out that Klarna and other, pay-as-you-go, I don't know what you call these apps, like payment plan apps. Girl, I use them to get me some furniture, period. Not this couch, but definitely some other stuff. But now some airlines are taking, Klarna and other payment plan folks to get airline tickets. And the girls were going off and like, oh, girl, it was just turning into, anti-blackness and like classism and all that. And it's just like, oh God, like it just lets you know that traveling is not accessible to a lot of people for a lot of reasons. And people have a problem with folks now using Klarna to pay for a plane ticket. Like what's going on? Like, oh, now y'all gonna be on here. Well, like what's the difference? It's a plane ticket, like I'm paying for it. Like what is the issue? Why do you wanna gatekeep getting on the plane? Why do you want to get, like, the way these airlines around here making billions of dollars off of us, like, why do we want to gatekeep that shit? I don't even like flying. If I can get there and drive, I will. I hate going through TSA. I hate getting on the plane. It is so uncomfortable. It's just too much. I don't like it. So I don't understand what the issue is. If, like, that can help out a lot of people. If I can make a payment, set up a payment plan, because plane tickets be expensive, be $300, $400. Some people don't have that this week and don't want to wait until the plane ticket goes up. So I think this is very smart. So I don't understand why people are gatekeeping this stuff. But people do this when it comes to traveling. They do that, like that's why you have folks who talk about the passport mess and all this other stuff. They know that, only certain folks can afford to fly, so they treat this as like this, like they got their Monopoly glass on. It's like, girl, I don't get where you're going with this, and I want you to stop really quick. Let's move on and talk about y'all other colorist fave. Girl, yeah, I ain't gonna call them colorists. But Floyd Mayweather and Jake Paul are supposed to be boxing tonight. And girl, it's giving, Showtime ain't getting my money. Girl, I watched a couple of clips on Twitter. If some people send it to me because I'm not on Twitter right now. But girl, I don't really know. I really don't know what's the purpose of this, because I don't think that Jake Paul is a trained fighter as much as a boxer, as much as Floyd Mayweather. Of course not. Floyd Mayweather has been doing this for so long. And I just don't know, like, what is the tea? Like, if anything, Jake Paul is making money off of this. He's getting more exposure. And this man has been accused of saying some really, like, stupid stuff over the years. I'm just like, I don't know. Like, I seen the video. I think he knocked a hat off of Floyd Mayweather or something. I'm just like, girl, the theatrics. I'm interested in seeing who's going to win, though. Because I've told my friend, I'm not sure how this is going to end, girl. It can go one way or another, but girl, y'all tell me, y'all watch it, y'all giving Showtime y'all money, let me know how it occurs, let me know how it goes, because child, I'm interested, but not enough to pay. Can you stay up all night? Period, okay? So let's go ahead, let's get into this Mariah Carey like drama, because I really don't get it, but I'm seeing a lot of the emancipation of Mimi. Did Mariah Carey really cut ties with Roc Nation after the explosive meeting with Jay-Z? Now that's what they're talking about. That's the rumor. Apparently it was an explosive meeting. And these rumors all started from an exclusive report by The Sun, which claims that the singer left Jay-Z's Roc Nation, which she signed with in 2017, after a blazing road during a meeting about the future of her career. Mariah and Jay had an explosive meeting which did not go well at all. A source close to the situation told The Sun. She made it clear she wants nothing more to do with him and has called it quits with Roc Nation. She will formally depart in the next few weeks. The source added, it is a shame because they have done some great work in the last few years, but this meeting couldn't have gone much worse. Mariah has been talking to other managers and thinks she has found someone who she feels has full belief in her as she takes in her next steps. Girl, I don't know, but I can believe it. It's rumors neither camp has confirmed. Mariah Carey's camp hasn't confirmed. Jay-Z, Roc Nation hasn't confirmed. I wouldn't be surprised. I'm gonna tell you, I would not be surprised if this happened, especially for B. Scott to be running, because B. Scott is kind of cool with Mariah Carey. So girl, can you stay? I don't know. Carey is said to be working with a heavily R&B influenced album. So she's apparently working on an album, whatever. But I wonder what happened in this meeting. I'm wondering what happened in this meeting. Like, what was the breaking point? Like, girl, what was the conversation? Like, what did Jay-Z come and say? Like, girl, I'm so curious about this, but not too much has been, released about it. Not too much tea, just a little bit to keep us thirsty. But I will be paying attention to it because I'm curious about it, real curious. So shout out to Issa Rae. Issa Rae will be doing the voice for Spider-Woman into the sequel for Into the Spider-Verse. I am so excited about this. I'm a little nervous because voice acting is like some hard stuff. And not all folks who can act can do voice acting. And girl, like Beyonce girl, she had did voice acting for Nala and I hated it. It was just not giving. But I know Issa Rae is one of those folks who cause she gonna be on it. So I'm just curious at how this gonna sound because Issa Rae has a very distinctive voice. I love it, and she kind of talks through her nose a little bit. But it sounds like she might not talk through her nose. I don't know. But I'm curious. I'm excited about this. I think Into the Spider-Verse, the first one was really, really cute. Enjoyed it, other than the actor saying that Rosa Parks should have took a cab. Girl, we gonna let that lead. But I'm curious about what the sequel is gonna be giving, and what our girl Issa Rae gonna be doing. And how's she gonna do it? What's she gonna do? Show me how you do your dance, period. What else is there I wanna talk about? Girl, I wanna talk about Joe Manchin. I wanna get into politics a little bit. Girl, Joe Manchin getting on my nerves. I'm so sick of Joe Manchin, I don't know what to do. So there, there's a lot of stuff that Congress is trying to do, like with some type of passage of some type of voter reform, because Republicans across these states have been pushing some legislation in, the state Congress, or the state politicians have been pushing a lot of, voter suppression bills to keep folks from voting. Georgia has passed a lot of it. Brian Kemp, dumbass, have done it. Folks in Texas, it's just a mess right now. It's just a mess. Like watching these folks, like Republicans do not like to see a lot of people vote. Because when a lot of people vote, they tend to vote Democratic. So that's why we talk about voting cannot be the only answer. It cannot be to reform or clean this up, because look what happens. Now, when you do get the power to vote, look what happens. They make it even more harder. So it's just like, girl, the way they keep changing it, a lot of these people can't stay in lines 3 hours to vote. Like, we can't be doing this and like our lives depend on it. It's some other work that needs to be done. And it's not going to be through voting. So we got to realize that, like, yes, I did take my ass to the polls to vote these 2 Democratic senators in Georgia in. And look what happened. Look, we got Joe Manchin out here, literally seeing the stuff with January 6th, literally seeing the Republicans do not care about, oh girl, they know January 6th happened with the shit that happened at the Capitol. They know that breach happened. They know who was responsible for it. They know Trump was responsible for that. But they are not interested in doing it because they know it's going to hurt them when it comes to the midterms. They're terrified of that. And Joe Manchin is seeing this and just like, oh no, I think we can work together. I think we can do something, which should be a learning lesson. That, it's not that Republicans are bad and Joe Manchin is a Republican. It's that, Democrats and Republicans are the same. They are the same part of the system that just does not care. So yes, we can label Joe Manchin a Republican. We can label Senator Sinema a Republican too. But it's just like there are other folks. It would be Joe Manchin this week, and it'll be somebody else 2 years from now. Because ultimately, like, this is a power. All this is power. All of this is about power. This is all this is about, and it's so irritating. I just really can't. I can't get with it. So yeah, that's my thing about that's going on. I am sick of Joe Manchin though, but I'm not interested in calling him a Republican like a lot of folks were saying. Like, they're both the same. A lot of them are saying, even I like Jon Ossoff, but a lot of stuff that Jon Ossoff what the progressives were supporting, Jon Ossoff doesn't support. Yeah, he was in favor of checks and stuff, but they didn't even be $2,000 check. They was only $1,400 check. So where the other $600? Because that check from December don't count. Like a lot of folks could have did a lot of stuff with them checks and stuff. And I don't think John also believes in Medicare for all, health for all. Like, he doesn't believe in a lot of the things that progressive folks have been pushing. So John also himself is not a progressive candidate. Yes, he's younger, but you know, he's playing the game because he has to say what he has to say to win elections. And you know, that's what it is. It's just, girl, it's a mess. It's a mess. So talk about that. And there's talk within Trump's, you know, he was giving an interview and Trump was talking about that he is interested in being, you know, well, kind of not, he didn't say that he was interested, but the person who interviewed him said that he should run for the House or something and become House Speaker. And he was like, interesting. So we ain't seen the last of this fool. We ain't seen the last of him. I would not be surprised, but he has kind of nodded towards the 2024 bid, and girl, it's just looking like more chaos. And I'm tired of the chaos. I'm tired of this type of chaos. It's just not serving anybody, especially not me and our mental health. I just can't do it, girl. It's just a lot. What else was going on? There's some other stuff I wanted to talk about. Oh, my girl, Megan Thee Stallion says she is activating Tina Snow. Tina Snow is bad, girl. The video snippet that she released on Instagram, it's not from a music video or anything, but it's just her like resting, like she's giving very much Goku in the thing. She in a hyperbolic chamber. What is it? It's not the time chamber. It's not there. That's she in the whatever. She in there and the whatever is going. She's like, okay, girl, I'm ready. She ready to go. She ready to go. And it's just like, oh my God, we getting Tina Snow. So Megan is resting, but it's Tina Snow, girl, you up, and Tina Snow is that girl. So the mixtape is giving fire. Fire on you. I'm excited. I'm excited about it, and I want to see what it's gonna be giving. So y'all tell me how y'all felt about that little snippet. Also, what else was going on? Girl, Miss Porsha and Simon, this debacle, girl, let me tell you, they is squeezing every bit of story from this. Now you got Falyn doing interviews and says she gonna spill her tea, she gonna tell her truth. Girl, just tell it now. We not gonna buy no damn book from you, Falyn, girl. Just upload a YouTube video, drag and do an Instagram live. We ain't interested in all that mess. Like y'all tell me something, I can tell my truth, girl. Just go ahead and spill the tea, girl. Spill the tea. That's it. Like we ain't trying to hear all that mess. We ain't trying to hear all that. And now you got Simon responding. He being petty. Mexican messy boots. Where's Dr. Simone at? Like Simon is just like, girl, that's the face of a cheater. What y'all gonna believe her? She ain't got nothing to say. She's still here to stay in the house I bought. It's messy. Simon is messy as hell, and I'm just like, girl, I don't know how to feel about my girl in a relationship and engaged to this man, and he out here just clapping back. Girl, leave that woman alone, Simon. Leave that mess alone. But it's just like, girl, I don't know how to feel about it. It's a lot. It's a lot going on. So y'all tell me how y'all feel about that. I just wanted to end, girl. I just wanted to end. But I thought this was gonna be a two-part King of Reeds video, but I'd rather save it for later on this week. Give y'all some other stuff I want to talk about in a very detailed video. But I wanted to, you know, thank y'all for being patient with me. A lot of stuff has been going on. A lot of good things have been happening for me in my life, and as I move into the next thing, I hope y'all, continue to watch and continue to follow my journey, and get exclusive access to my journey and other things, my commentary on other things, all things, period, on my Patreon. So shout out to the Kings God who are on there supporting me each and every week, each and every video on Patreon, because that's where it's at. I love y'all so much. Until next time, I'll talk to y'all later on tonight. Bye.